SVC has been delivering training for 34 years with Honda. Our motivation in being involved in the meeting and event planning part of each training event will stem from our need to have better control over the quality of delivery at each venue. So the logistics of each event would never affect the quality of delivery or content for each seminar. It's our job to be invisible to the actual training going on, and the training is the only thing that the presenter participants focus on so that Honda can maximize the results of their training events. At SVC, planning a corporate event is like writing the perfect business plan. Every detail affects the bottom line. So let us walk you through the 12 major steps we use to manage all of Honda and Acura meetings in the United States. Each year, 6 months prior to the Honda and Acura fiscal year, we begin to collect the training needs analysis for both sales manager and salesperson classes so we can lay out a schedule. Then at 5 months, usually around November, we work with the needs analysis, the anticipated budget, and the available equipment for seminars and start to lay out a schedule for the next fiscal year in April. As we develop this schedule, we lay out all major holidays, sporting events, and any other major Honda and Acura events, like ride and drives for example, to make sure that we can make this schedule work. We also take into consideration we do not schedule meetings around month-end results and month-end sales, typical to a retail car business. Choosing the right locations for Honda and Acura in each of the cities is determined based on our experience after cataloging over 300 locations. We have evaluations and photos to make sure we can ensure the quality Honda and Acura need for their meetings. In addition, we coordinate with each of the zones to determine whether or not they have a preferred area or preferred location, which we then do our best to give priority to. As part of the process, we need to find out the right size, type of space, all within the estimated budget as determined in our proposal. Our advantage is after 6 years and thousands of meetings, we know what each event should cost based on the type of room, location within the United States, and the type of seminar setup required. As we build the schedule, we lay it out over our master timeline spreadsheet, which becomes the continuous report throughout the year for pre- and post-event activities. It measures our ability to get tasks done on time. We use this information to make sure we get everything done on time perfectly. And from it, we create our own performance dashboard to measure how we are doing against the enabling activities that will produce the perfect results for Honda and Acura. Along with a master timeline spreadsheet, we have built an algorithm that specifically breaks down all of the steps in managing the Honda sales training administration process. SVC sources most of Acura and Honda seminar materials and stores and maintains an inventory spreadsheet. This way we make sure we always have what is needed for the upcoming schedule. Managing all the event suppliers' budgets and staff, we are managing things like hotels, restaurants, transportation and vehicles, audiovisual supplies is all managed by our team for Honda and Acura. We manage some of the communications with the presenters. We provide them with a complete package of information 4 business days by email prior to the event, and then they receive a physical one when they arrive. And in that package they have information about rosters, the packages they should be expecting to receive, and any other details they may need for a meeting. SVC also manages all the seminar registration pre- and post-event through the APSS and HPSS systems, reporting seminar attendance on a daily basis when necessary, and handling information post-event as they affect chargebacks and the appropriate professional sales incentive programs managed by Honda and Acura. SVC manages communication primarily by phone and email, and meets with the team at American Honda face-to-face several times a year as needed. Plus, American Honda has direct access to our president, Jim Hernandez, if any specific need should arise. As we get closer to the event and look at final registration numbers, there is nothing worse than paying for too many meals, or walking into an event where lunch is set up for 50 and only 32 people are going to show up. We advise the hotel with an updated food and beverage count 2 days prior to each event. This can provide for a savings, and even if in the contract you have to pay for the people, you don't want the room to be set up for 50 when only 32 are going to show up. SVC also manages all of the communications prior to and after each event with participants. Before each event, we send out reminder letters for the seminars they're attending, which also includes the address, time, and directions for the event. All last-minute registrations are also handled by our team by using phone, fax, and email as required, so these attendees also have all of the information they need for the actual event. Post-event, we also send out all the certificates for those participants who completed and registered for that event. So what we do to prepare for every seminar in terms of logistics for the materials is we pick and pull all of the supplies. We have the exact count and the date. So Paul here, for example, will pull all the materials to the count, make sure it's the right materials, the pens, the FedEx envelope, even to the fact that we prepare the FedEx waybill for the way back. Somebody else will take the same checklist and do a double inspection on the count. So just to make sure Paul's work is done right so we don't make any mistakes on making sure that everything's counted right. everything gets packed in these custom boxes. The boxes are designed to go to and from the event if necessary, because they're a little tougher than average. We verify on this list what's in each box. In an event, typically we could send anywhere from 2 to 12 packages, but we'll know exactly what's in each package when it goes out by FedEx. So if they lose one box, we don't have to replace the whole series of items for a seminar. We just have to replace that one box. At least once a year, some of the staff from SBC will attend a local event to inspect that our work is done right, and also to review any new logistics that may occur when a new training course is developed. We keep you informed with the following. Weekly, we provide you with attendance reports, along with constant updates of booked events, posted events, and changes to the overall schedule. Monthly, we provide you with cost-saving reports, financials versus budget, and detailed invoicing. Quarterly, we provide you with your quarterly financial report as required. We also produce the seminar evaluation reports, action plan copies, and hotel evaluation reports as each event occurs. Before all invoices and contracts are submitted, we have everything double and triple inspected. Every banquet event order is double checked in terms of the contract to make sure Honda is properly protected, and every invoice is double inspected to make sure everything is right and we are not overpaying for anything. One important thing we do for our clients is save them money. Last year, we saved clients through negotiation process with hotels. We were able to bring the bill down by about 40%. That's the kind of money you want to be able to save on your bill. See, what some hotels are counting on is that you thought the meeting was going to cost you about $32,000. The bill comes in at about $34,800, and you think, well, that's close, and you pay it. Not with SBC. Our outstanding team of event meeting planning professionals speak 4 languages, manage hundreds of events each year, help clients with their presentations, produce online surveys, and do all of this based on our perfect standard, keeping everything under budget every time as we have for the past 34 years. All the time for you, the client, making sure we optimize every opportunity with zealous enthusiasm.